Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. This is a book about outliers, about men and women who do things that are out of the ordinary. But these people don't rise from nothing. They didn't do it themselves. The author says that successful people are the beneficiaries of hidden advantages and extraordinary opportunities and cultural legacies that allow them to learn and work hard and make sense of the world in ways that others cannot. The culture we belong to and legacies passed down by our forefathers shape the patterns of our achievement in ways that we cannot begin to imagine. It's not enough to ask what successful people are like. It is only by asking where they are from that we can unravel the logic behind who succeeds and who doesn't. The author uses an example of hockey players. He says the most successful ones are born in January, February, March, or April. Gladwell says the cutoff for age class hockey is January 1st. The difference in strength and ability between someone who is almost 11 years old and someone who has just turned 10 is significant. The bigger players play better, so they get more attention from coaches. And these kids are rewarded more than those who achieve less. So obviously, they become better at the sport. In the chapter called The 10,000 Hour Rule, Gladwell quotes neurologist Daniel Levitin by stating the following. The emerging picture of such studies is that 10,000 hours of practice is required to achieve the level of mastery associated with being a world-class expert. And 10,000 hours equates to 10 years. Gladwell goes on to state that Mozart developed late, not early like most people think. Mozart didn't produce his greatest work until he had been composing for more than 20 years. He also uses the Beatles as an example. He said they played for 8 hours a day, 7 days a week in Hamburg. Therefore, they had performed an estimated 12,000 times before arriving to America. So by the time they got to America, they were already veterans in their field and even more advanced than most musicians their age. I often wonder if Mozart or the Beatles had been born in a different region of the world, maybe at a different time where resources were scarce, there were no musical instruments, and they had to go into a different line of work. We wouldn't hear of them because they wouldn't have been in a position to master their musical skills. Gladwell says that having a set of skills that one develops through hard work is not enough to guarantee success. You have to also live in a time when those skills are valued by your culture. For instance, men like Steve Jobs or Bill Gates greatly benefited by the timing of their involvement in the personal computer and software revolution. He says many of the successful entrepreneurs of the computer age were born in and around 1955. Hence, right age, right time. If they'd been born 10 years earlier, their place in history might have been radically different, or they'd have no place at all. In conclusion, this book looks at success in broader terms. It doesn't provide us with mantras or self-help jargon. The author states that we need to be in the right time, right place, be doing the right things in order to be hugely successful. We are in the age of social media today. This is why we see many YouTubers or social media influencers on the rise. The most successful ones are the ones with the gift of gab, or they are extraordinarily good looking, or they just have big implants. But these people are valued in our culture today. These are the facts. It is what it is. So anyway, talk to you later. Bye.